Hi, and thank you for joining us again in Frank's Shed. Today's guests are Portlaoise's most popular Celtic traditional and folk rock group, and they're a staple of live music locally, and not to mention much further afield. They're known for their raucous and knee-slapping gigs. It's Fingleton and Salmon. We have here Anya Fingleton. Nice to meet you. Joe Salmon and Alan Ryan. So it's good to finally have you here. It's about damn time. What is it you bring to the folk rock genre that has you so revered?
First of all, we use drums. A lot of bands don't.
Yeah.
Even though it was a popular thing in the past, it seems to have died out. We use acoustic guitar distortedly through the electric guitar amp, and we go for it.
Yeah, that's it. No inhibitions here. And you kind of have the balance of the tenderness and coarseness and the kind of rockier edge as well, and it kind of definitely works in your favour, I think.
Yeah, well, possibly that's true in both playing styles and singing. I suppose I would be a crude singer. Playing wise, I just like trashy.
You bring
guitar.
the spike.
Yeah, just like that.
When you bring the class.
It's amazing how you're saying this now. Like. The views I get.
You have been busy bunnies of late. You've had the honour of playing the London Olympics 2012 at the Irish headquarters, and my God, they had support acts that were none other than Mick Flannery and John Spillane. And you've also played Australia in the past. You did a few tours and you went down really well over there. And now next week you're going to Amsterdam. Is uniquely Irish music big in demand these days? Or are you kind of ploughing your own furrow and doing your own promotion?
Well, we always do our own thing, promotion-wise. We're completely independent. I think what we do goes better abroad than what it does here. We would always consider ourselves folk musicians, traditional musicians. I'm a folk fanatic. But in Ireland, folk music gets mixed up with rebel music, so it's you don't have
it's a tough distinction there sometimes.
Yeah. So we're definitely not a rebel band, and so you don't have that label when you go abroad, especially when there seems to be such huge folk revival in the UK, Europe, and in America, and they don't really have we don't have those shackles when we're out of the country because it does happen people come up. You do Sean's out from Gary on. No, you're fucking shit. You're beaten before you start. That's the obstacle you have here.
Please introduce your first song and tell us what it's about in your minds.
Well, the first song is it's a tune, Ali Bain. I learned it years and years ago. God, I don't know what age I was when I learned it. Ali Bain is a famous fiddle player from Scotland, and I think he wrote this song for his wife, so I'm not sure if that's the correct name for it, but we call it Ali Bain. And then the second one, this tune that follows that is Galvin's Reel, I think. So we just thought there's two together. We just called the set Ali Bain, just for everyone to remember, because if I put in the name of all the tunes, everyone will forget, including myself. So it's just the contrast, I suppose, of the slow piece with the faster piece, and then the little riff in between.
Nice one. Sure. Ali Bain and Galvin's Reel, let her rip. up we have Hush Little Child, Joe Salmon. Care to tell us?
Yeah, Hush Little Child's a song I wrote just under 4 years ago, and all it really was a little nursery rhyme. I literally did sing to a little child.
Just after Seamus was born,
yeah, and that was it. So it was really it progressed. There was no intention to write. It was just something I ended up singing. Trying to get me sleep. So it did get. I tried to record it a few times before and never really much successful.
Yeah.
It's kind of found a new avenue.
Is it still working on Seamus?
No. Only if it's done with electric guitar now.
Daddy doesn't sound like Mr. Maw.
No, sure. I'm always going to be disappointed. So that's where it came from, and we just gave it a little bit of a jiggy about. To be fair, I wrote the lyrics and I wrote the song, but it's been rearranged, so it's been equally rearranged by the three of us. So.
All right, well.
Hush, little child, now don't you cry. Don't you know that he's gotta work when it's light? Tomorrow the sun will shine for you. Hush, little child, now don't be blue. Don't you know you gotta sleep if you're gonna grow? Grow your body and grow your soul. These things I teach to you. Take them, child, and learn to child are a gift to me. You little child can help me sing. What's the difference in wants and needs? All my demons I must defeat. Hush, little child, now don't you cry. Don't you know that he's got
your third song is going to be a song called Rush Set.
Yeah, and again, I picked it up years ago from a friend as well, and just came back to me one day, and we started messing around with it, and changed it around a good bit, I think. And I suppose to put the whole syncopated beat and the stops in it was, made it, I suppose, as well. But Joe recently just found out that it's actually a Greek tune, is it?
Greek tune, apparently, yeah.
Folks, feel the rush. Set. Tell us how you met and when you realised you shared the same musical vision.
It was after Joe got married. I remember getting a phone call from him. We would have, I suppose we would have played in sessions together.
I don't remember playing before I started.
Just once or twice maybe in just local sessions. But then, when you come back from your honeymoon, and I remember getting the call and you were like, you'd be interested in joining, meeting up and seeing what you think. So
you were always kind of on the same page as far as what you wanted to do goes.
Yeah, we disagree on everything in music, apart from when we play.
Joe scares me, and it takes me a little bit to come around at times. Yeah. But I remember the mention of a drummer with traditional music, and I was like, "Are you serious?" Yeah. Anyway, so now I couldn't play without a drummer.
Could you possibly walk us through the songwriting process and the level of collaboration?
Well, I always write the songs on my own, but I always bring them. Then I just in the last band and this band, I just leave them go. To be honest. Because I don't know if there's any such thing as a good or bad song. Like, if it's not great, sure, we'll work on it.
Something can be done.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the main attitude I have. And like, even songs that I've given up on, have found a new life, like through advice and just handing it out to somebody else. Like, anything I've wrote is personal. A lot of it's historical. Some of it's like about, you know, getting wound up about things in the news or whatever. But Dun Mace, the song we do, like, that was just because it was playing abroad, like, and everyone's asking if you want to sing a Laois song, like.
Yeah.
I go, geez, sure, the only Laois song is Lovely Laois. I just fucking sing that. It wasn't really my cup of tea, so I just wrote one. And yeah, I just do think locally, like, Rocket and Mace is significant. On a national scale, it probably gets ignored. But it's never like Hush Little Child, you know, it came from a nursery rhyme. There's a lot of them, like, I get very influenced at times of what I'm listening to. So, you know, I go through phases of listening to certain artists and then I end up feel like almost accidentally writing like them.
What would you say has been the biggest break in your musical career?
We carried some renown from the last band for a start anyway.
Yeah.
We had some good footage and some gigs locally well sorted out, and then we got a call to go to the Olympics, like, which was great. And we got actually, there was two kind of, so if we ever get an offer, we got two kind of offers there, like, even though neither of them worked out, but you know what I mean, one guy wanted us to move there. He says, oh, you'd be great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was great because he was interested in the original end of it, like, he wasn't looking at it as an Irish band. But then the other guy was just looking to stick it as an Irish pubs, but like, even at that, it would have been great to go over and do it every now and again. But neither of them worked out, but it's not. I mean, I suppose to put on, when we had 2 nights in a row and 2 great support acts, the first night went so well that the second night just, like, word had gone around and it just turned into something massive. Like, they didn't see us as an Irish band, like, we were like something that sounded more similar to the Clash and the Pogues than anything that any of the 4-piece stand-up groups that you see here, like, so again, we weren't tagged with anything going over there, and there was no Irish audience, like, it wasn't that it was an Irish festival and everyone, you know, so it was an English place, English people. Definitely the biggest gig we did was in Melbourne, really.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was Paddy's Day, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was huge.
Yes, yeah.
Apparently there was over 3,000 people at that, like.
I saw the YouTube videos, you had the whole place roaring all together.
That was
And we literally couldn't get off the stage, like, we had to stop playing. We had to go play another gig, like.
Are you happy enough to tour for the next while, or are you looking to get your albums out?
We're recording a studio EP at the moment with Alan, and we are rehearsing. We're hoping to take a live EP from our trip to Holland. The idea is to try break into the folk festival scene in England, really, and that's the aim next year, really. It's to concentrate our efforts over in the UK rather than here, because there's folk festivals over there every odd weekend. Like.
Your final tune on the agenda is going to be?
5-string banjo man. That's a song written by a friend of ours, Jody Cal, and he gave it to us to play in the Keepers, our old band, and we did play it in the Keepers, and it was one of the few tracks that we brought from the old setup. It's probably one of the most popular ones we play when we play live. So yeah, I don't know. Probably a few of the lyrics will change because I can't rap as well as Joe. I have to take out some words, so that's about it. Like,
depends on the speed of it on the night as well. Depends on Alan over there.
Yeah.
Drummers.
Well, 5-string banjo man, bring it on!
What goes black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, red, black, white, red, black, white, red?
The paper.
No, a nun falling down the stairs.
Ah, nice.
Hey, what goes? The fucking nun that pushed her.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to thank you all very much for coming. Anya.
Thanks, Mel. It's a pleasure.
Joe. And Alan.
Thanks, Mel.
Thanks very much, all, and we all look forward to seeing you go from strength to strength. And if you want to keep up with Fingleton and Salmon, just give them a like on Facebook. You've got lots of new songs and lots of upcoming gigs there to keep an eye on. So that's it for Frank Shed TV this week. Do pop along next day. Hey!